Hello, this is Trevor. Today we're working on a web cache poisoning lab in PortSwigger's Web Security Academy. It is combining web cache poisoning vulnerabilities. So we need to construct a complex exploit chain. Their language is set to English. And we need to execute alert document.cookie. All right, well, let's take a look. So I have taken quite a bit of a break from these, and I'm a little worried that I'm going to be rusty. And to come back and start on a expert where we have to construct a complex chain, honestly, that has me worried. But we'll see what we can do. So I guess the plan of action will be to try to identify the cache poisoning entry points, and then we'll go from there. With that in mind, what I want to do is I want to go to extensions, params. So I want to do that one. And then, okay. I also want to do engagement tools. I'll do this, actively scan. Let that go. And then I'm going to pause the video while this runs to see what we have. I guess we can look ourselves to see. So we've got param miner and the cache or the active scan going. And this, they're set to English. So what happens when I set it to something else? Localized. I totally forgot everything. Let's, all right, yeah, I'm going to pause this while these scans run, and I'm also going to read back up while I do that. All right, see you in a minute. All right, so this just finished. It looks like we did find a bunch of stuff, which is good. So web cache poisoning, we have 9. Exported host, host exported server. Let's see if there's anything. X original URL. Interesting. Okay. And host header. And then these say exported host. Okay. Secret input header. Exported host. X original URL. Exported host. Okay, so we've got lots of stuff here to try out. These are just the notes. Where's the here we go. So I'm going to move these to the end. I'm going to move this one to the start. Okay. We want to go back to the home page. And let's see what we see here. Oh, let's go proxy HTTP history. We'll kind of walk through this. So there's a get to the home page. We have a cache hit. Translations. I'm focusing on this because it's, the different one. So we got a hit there. So can we... And we got a hit here. So we've got that. Let's check this out. What I think. Okay, So send to repeater. We've got that X host target. What was it? Yeah. X host, X forwarded host, X forwarded server. Let's send this, so proxy or repeater, with some of this stuff. X host. Let's do test1.com X forwarded host test2.com, and what was the other one? Target X forwarded server. I don't know what that one does. I don't know if that's because I never knew or it's because I took too much time off. X forwarded server test 3. All right, let's see what we get here. And let's add a cache buster. Maybe 1, 2, 3. Well, we can just do 1. Okay, so we got 200, and none of this seems to do anything. Let's go, because we just got a straight response. Let's search test, 0 matches. Okay, proxy. What if we did that here? Because look, that is in data. So I'm going to take this stuff, copy, and put here. And I'm going to do the cache buster with 1. Test 2. That's an X forwarded host. That's cool. And what does this do? So data equals, where is data? There must be something that uses that data, right? There we go. Init translation. So this is how we can get our file, which will be JSON loaded. Init translations. Let's see. Init translations is probably going to be in this file. So let's take a look at that. Proxy translations.js, that one. How do I want to review this? Let's just do copy URL and go here. Okay, so init translation JSON URL. Cookie split, match trim split, filter, lang map, find, constant translate, dict element, inner HTML. That's going to be our fetch JSON. Inner HTML here. Okay, so let's see which one we want to do. Init translations JSON URL. And what was the repeater? The data, which gets init translation. Oh, data.host. Okay. So it inits runs init translations with the URL. We define two functions, lang, or that's just not a function, but that's a variable, lang, and a function here. And then we fetch const select, lang select if select, and we're looking for J, constant name, J, code name, and options, set of value, code, L, and inner text. Inner text is not vulnerable. Select if code equals lang. So that's not it. Language. We want, where's translate? Oh, right there. Translate, is that the only? So I guess I'm trying to figure out, we want inner HTML here. This is where we want. So translate user dict element for constant k and dict if element dot inner HTML equals k. So then we're going to replace it. And then it's going to loop through. For each. All right, sweet. So let's try that. Let's get our JSON file. Sorry, I can't think. We want here, want this. We're going to load up a JSON file and get that loaded, and then we're going to try to exploit that freaking XSS. Okay, so head to JSON. So we're going to need application. Is it just application JSON? Easy way to tell is by going here and content type. Yep. Application JSON. We need access control, allow origin also. Access control, allow origin to be asterisk, because we want anybody to be able to get this and read it, or fetch it and read it. And then our body, how do we want our body? So let's copy this URL and look at it here. Just make it easier to see. All right. So we have in, let's do ES. So we have a name, a view details, and a description. So this is the key, and this is what we change it to. And in here, const dict element for const k in dict if element dot inner HTML equals k. Dict k. If so, the inner HTML equals one of these, then, so let's look at here. There, it's going to be this. Inner HTML, this. So it's saying look for, if the inner elements has view details, then replace it with whatever's here. All right. So we need like this in here. And here we want our, it's inside an A. So we can do like img source on error equals single quote should be fine. Alert 1. And then that should be good. Okay, store. And on error alert 1. Oh, I probably want to alert document.cookie, right? I can't remember if that was a requirement, but we might as well do that. Let me take off the single quotes just in case. Okay. All right. With that, now we want to trigger it to ourselves, right? And the way we're going to do that is by getting the home page right here with our exploit server information. With this, copy. Peter, and this was test 2, which is exported host. Boom. Send. Make sure that looks right. Let's do request in browser. Engine original, sure. We need to set Spanish, which did not work. Why didn't it work? Because we need to have the localized this one. So let's go to proxy. This one. Yeah, send that to repeater. And then take this from here, put it here, and then request in browser, copy. There we go. Okay. That's going to happen a ton. So that's our document.cookie. And there's like, 50 of these. Okay. So we've got, now we need, so we've got like the half the exploit, right? Because we've got the poison, but we don't have a way for because this, we need the user to have to have Spanish as their language, and right now they don't. They have English. That was called out in the language is set to English, and we did need document.cookie. Cool. So how do we do that? Proxy set lang. This is what we want them to hit. How can we trigger this one? All right. Let me take a minute and think about this. I'll be right back. Okay, so I had to get a hint. I looked at part of the solution. It looks like we're on track, but right here. So if we go to a get for the home page right here, send this to repeater, and then we use the X original URL. We can do set lang /es. That will send them to, so we just need to cache this one, cache miss, cache hit. Yep, this is how you do it. All right. So let me, that's 14, max age 30. I'm going to re-poison this, and then I'll get miss hit. So I'm going to get the home page with 1. Oh, because our other thing isn't cached. But you see how it went from, so let me do that again. I'm going to delete everything. So I have no cookies. When I go here, hopefully the cache has expired now. It'll show me English, right? Now, if I poison this cache, send. Oh, whoops. I got to wait until, because it's already set, not poisoned. $28. There we go. Hit 3. Now remember it's set to English. That's what we just did. This time it'll be set to Spanish, and that's because of that. Come on. There we go. Spanish. Woo! All right. We just need to combine them then. All right. So let's start writing our exploit. Let me go here or here or just get out of here. Copy. So Python. Oh. Python utils create script. Woo. Okay, so then we copy this and paste, run that, and then we'll vim combining. So I need to write down what we want to do. One, we want to poison the translation.json file. To poison the get home file. All right, so this one's going to contain, one's going to be our XSS payload, and this one's going to redirect user to Spanish site, which will fire our XSS payload. Okay, so how did we do that? Translations, that did not work. It was this one. So we basically want to send a get to the home page with a modified X-forwarded host. And that's all we need to do. So let's do def poison translation.json. Oh, def poison translation. This def poison home page. And we also need to set up our payload. So def deploy payload. Yeah. All right. And our payload is the exploit server. So let's go to utils site. Get exploit, post exploit. This is what we want. Post exploit. Too many arguments. Whatever. So deploy payload. We want post shop.post exploit. So we know we need shop here. And then we want, that's fine, response file to be changed. Response file equals, let's do this. Response file equals boom, boom. Response file. And then here, we want this to be this. Copy. Okay. Response file head. We do want to make changes there. Because we want content type char set. Here we want /r/n and then access, or we can just do sorry, I don't know what I'm thinking here. Access control allow origin asterisk boom And then here I want to do, because I don't want the line too long, I'm going to do parentheses. Yeah, that's fine. And then we'll do response head equals response head. All right. And then the other thing we need is the body, right? So response body. Response body equals. And then we'll do it the same. Oh, we should do like triple quotes. Yeah. And then just throw this guy in there. Boom, that looks good. Go to the end. Response booty. Oops. Gonna have to fix that equals response body. Okay. And then I think we want to change the form action to store. Is the last one. So form action equals store form action equals form action. Boom. Okay. So the first thing we need to do, deploy payload, and we're going to give it shop. Boom. Once the payload is there, then we need to poison the translation. And we do that with not this one. Oh, no. We do it with oh no, that's it. Oh yeah, we need to then wait, what? Miss hit. Okay. So this is what we need to do. Get the home page with that set. Okay, sorry. Poison translation. So we need to get the home page. So site dot get response. I don't know if I can do get response headers. Sweet. So, oh, and this is not site. This is change word shop. And we'll do headers equals headers. We'll pass in shop. And then we'll do headers equals dictionary with the X forwarded host, X forwarded host, and that will be our exploit server, which is shop.exploit URL. We'll have to make sure that we have that exploit. We can do get exploit URL. Oh, but we have to have it. Yeah, we'll have it because when we deploy payload, it'll get filled. I don't know if I'm making sense, but what I'm saying is when the site gets initialized, exploit URL is none. It doesn't get filled until something causes it to get filled. And that could be either running get exploit URL or post exploit, because post exploit will have, if it's none, then it's going to set it. It's going to run get exploit URL, which is setting self.exploit URL, which is setting it. All right. I know that's kind of wonky, but I'm going to leave it for now. So shop.exploit URL, is that the only poison translation? Shop headers. What else? Do we need anything else? I don't think so. We just need to get response, the get response URL is the first one. So is it just this, or is it, no, it's going to be a shop.base URL. Okay. And then let's check the response. Equals this. And then log.info response dot, I want to know headers, print, let's just response dot headers. Is it? Man, I swear, you take a little bit of a break and everything just falls apart. And we're not even calling that. Well, we can check to see if our exploit as still allow origin. This looks good. I don't see any issues with any of that. Okay. Let's do poison translation shop. There we go. We want, this is what I want. I want to check if response dot headers x cache equals hit log.info cache not poisoned, sleeping, then trying again. All right. Sleep seconds equals 30 minus, we want age, so response dot headers age and we want that in int. So if the age is 4, it's going to sleep 4. This is going to end up as 26. Just perfect. Sleeping 4, sleep seconds, then trying again. F time dot sleep seconds. So import time, and then here we want to call poison. We're going to call it self shop else log.info translation should now be poisoned. All right, let's try that. Let's see how we did. Proxy. Get. Okay. There. This one. Exported host. Ah, dang it. It's because, look, not that. Exported host can't be, which is where? Headers. Shot at, it's not this. We want, what's the best way to do this? We want just the host. Should I do the, how complicated should I make this? I know we've done it recently. Web cache poisoning. We want parsed, this one. Parsed exploit. Where's parsed? This. Parsed exploit URL parse, and then that, we will import that from here. Parsed exploit dot, what was it? Netlock. Netlock. TT there. Shop dot exploit URL. Okay. Why is this one not happy? No HLS. Why is this one? Should be, well, that's lame. Whatever. That makes you happy. You got it. Okay, let's try that. Sleeping for 27 seconds. Dang. It's hard taking a break and getting back into this. It's definitely not worth it. But we're creeping up on finishing these. 27 seconds. Oh, let's look at if our fix worked. This one should have worked. Yep. Perfect. Exploit, that's exactly what we wanted. All right. So, one is done. Now we need to poison the home page. And we did that here. With the X original URL. Just like this. So we want, which is another, so poison translation. We don't need that. We need headers, this. Headers, X original URL. URL, right? X original URL equals set lang backwards, boom, ES, right? Yep. We need shop here, response. Age, and then we want the same kind of thing here. If the response is hit, cache not poisoned. And I want to call a director. Because I want, oh, if it's not poison, then we can run this and then this again. Yeah, that'll work. Time sleep. Here, we want to run poison translation. Shop. And then poison homepage. Poison homepage shop. So it's going to run this, and then it's going to run this. Else log.info home page should now be poisoned. Print, let's do the same. Response dot headers. Okay. Boom. Now in our main poison homepage shop, we can do while true if it's not solved, shop dot is solved, and then break. All right. Well, let's hope I didn't take too long and the site's still up and this works. Cache not poisoned. And we'll see how many mistakes I made. This is, web cache poisoning is tough for me. Brain, it's like, I don't know, it feels like it's not a fitting good. It's like grinding when it, translations is poisoned. The other one was not. So this one got poisoned, and this one did not. So we're waiting, and then we should do them both again. That one's poisoned. That one was not. Oh, wait. What the? How do we? This one. Oh, crap. This is not going to work at all. Because we are poisoning the same. We need something different to poison this X. No, not that one has to be, I think. But what about this one? Or we just do it at the same time? Yeah. Can we do that? Send to repeater. Am I just being dumb? Well, I know I'm being dumb, but how dumb am I being? Okay. So, what if we do. We need something else. We need to. I think our proxy. This one, send a repeater, needs to have question localized equals 1. Miss. Hit. That's what we need. Okay. So poison translation, the URL, which is right here, plus question mark localized equals 1. Yeah. I think that's right. Getting a little confused. Miss. Suck. Exploit, that's right. So now when I get this one, it's a miss. And when I get, oh, suck. Okay. But what if I don't have... So it looks like I am successfully... Wait. Shoot. Suck. All right, let's close this. because I'm messing up somewhere. When I get the home page, this should be all right. I'll be right back. Okay, so here's my issue. This should be a redirect, and it's not because I am missing a slash there. So let's do this, this, and now let's run it. Never mind that. So this poisons that. This. Damn it. X original dash URL set lang es. Ah, there we go. What the hell? I don't know what's going on. This is what I want. Is it following? That's got to be why. It's got to be following. So how do I turn off the following? Which I can't remember. I should request disable following. Follow redirect, which what is it? Allow redirects. Where am I? Here. Get response. Does get response allow redirects? That's what I want. Allow redirects equals false. All right. Get localized. Missed exploit. Set lang. This has got a hit. So it's going to sleep for 18 seconds. And then we repoison, get that. Oh, this is a hit. So I need to wait for 10 seconds. Miss. Xcache missed. So that should be good. So it looks like everything's working now how I expected. Oh, did we just solve it? What are these? PS Lab solved. Lab is solved. Woo! Boom, there we go. All right, well, that was a tough one to come back to, but we got it in the end. So, yeah, this was difficult. You needed to deploy a payload that executed DOM XSS when it was triggered. We needed to use X forwarded host to poison the cache so that our new file was grabbed instead of the original. And then we needed to poison the cache of the home page so that whoever visited the homepage would get redirected to the Spanish version of the homepage and then exploit our payload. All right. Well, that was a tough one. Anyway, we got it done. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much. Goodbye.